This business eventually transitions into more of a word of mouth. It's a very relationship oriented industry. But I started, what I did was every Saturday and Sunday, I would look on whatever MLS listing website you want, Zillow or realtor.com or something like that. And I would find all of the open houses within a certain area. And I'd write down the open houses, I write down the times, and I go and I'd hit every open house that I could, usually between like noon and 4. So sometimes that was 10 houses, sometimes that was 20 houses. But I found that when I walked in there, one, I kind of had a captive audience because there's usually an agent sitting there to welcome me. A lot of times the agent there isn't necessarily the listing agent, and they might be covering in order to gain new clients, to pick up some clients on the possibly on the buy side, look at potential buyers. And that enabled me to talk to somebody that might be new or be less experienced. And that really helped springboard, somebody, give me a chance. Let me show you what we can do. Made some flyers and some examples of our work, and, got a client here and did a good job there and just continued to execute until now. I think we have somewhere around 200 clients that we shoot for. All over Dallas, there's different meetings that happen monthly for different realtors. And during COVID, they would do all that virtually. And so I decided, you look at your Brady Bunch of everybody's video, and I was like, I want to really stand out there. So I stopped using my webcam. I use a backup camera, or one of my backup cameras that I typically shoot with, and just kind of plugged it into my studio. And I use a capture card to kind of run it in and trick my camera or my computer into thinking or using this as a webcam, essentially. So I've got a really expensive webcam. And that actually helped me win business. I sit on an MLS meeting silent. And at the end, I might just say like, hey, my name's Tanner. I run a media company called Swivel. We can help with anything, photo, video, Matterport, social media management, logos, headshots, lifestyle stuff, soup to nuts for you. And I would always get at least one email or phone call saying, your video, like, how do I do that? Right. And so that really it's kind of like a door opener for me, because they say, wow, like if that's what we're doing, at 7 a.m. on a Tuesday, just to sit here and chat about the real estate market, what are we doing when we really need to sell a house, when we pay this guy? And so anyway, long story short, I'm using a Sony camera. I use the Sony A7S for most of my video. Capture card, I'm using in order to track so I've got my own video here that's monitoring my video and fed into the computer. And then I mic myself up using just a Rode lavalier mic because we get a little better audio than the echoiness that my iMac does. So that's it. It's a relatively, simple setup, and you don't need a fantastic camera to do it. And the capture card's relatively inexpensive. So all in all, for a few $100s, you can get yourself set up pretty good here.